that joy of receiving advice and then trying to put that advice into practice, and you really want to like run up to your coach and say like, it worked, and it's all because of you. Good evening. How are you, gentlemen? All your base are belong to us. What I've been doing in this game is I've been trying to use it to learn how to drive. I've never tried this, is the intermediate portion. Find a strategy for the corner before the straight. Okay, so that was auto-driven through. Oh, I'm in like a... What am I in? Am I in like a Bugatti or something? This car's fast! I don't know what happened. What was that? So confused. I'm just gonna finish it. What just happened? It's a Ferrari. Oh yeah, it's Italia. This thing sounds like a motorcycle. It said come up with a strategy for the final corner. I'm still not 100% sure what that strategy is gonna be. So we're in fourth. Brake, third, exit, out in, gear up, power through here. We might get bronze this time. Okay, we got bronze. It's a good start. Maybe need to lift a bit at the hill. What do you mean lift? Just don't push the throttle. Oh, I see what you mean. Shift up. Man, I keep screwing up the throttle. 18.3. Okay, we've got 0.4 of a second away. Don't go fully off the throttle, just a little. Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, right. Okay. Okay. Right. I was taking my foot off the throttle entirely. Oh, I'm gonna be overtaken by myself. That's disappointing. It's not a bad time. You're getting the hang of it. It's nice to see you learn. It's just fun for me. It really is a lot of fun to go through the process. I think if it were just like, if it came to me immediately, it wouldn't be fun. For me, it's this learning process, and especially like on stream, how everyone kind of comes up with advice, and it's fun to see how each individual piece of advice, like bit by bit, kind of cumulatively adds to a result. Thanks everyone for joining the live stream for precisely that reason. Is that a new record? It's a new record by 1/100th of a second. Wow! I love how it gets really depressing and turns the music off if you didn't get a record. Just try to brake and not downshift. Okay, I'll try that. That's helped a bit. It's helped a significant amount with time. Okay. We got a good 10th and 10th? 1.5 tenths? Got a good 10th of a second off there. It's time to take a short break from this course because I feel like this is the same thing that happens when you're like trying to learn a combo in a fighting game. Like your fingers start to lose it. The things that you got okay at the start to fall apart when you start to try new things. Hop into the next challenge and tackle this later. No, I have to do this now. You're braking too late. Brake earlier. Straighten your car sooner. This car has traction control. Just floor the throttle until you get to the exit corner. After this first turn, I have trouble being in the right position. So I'm just going to see if I can narrate what I'm doing. Braking, third, power, and then here, I have trouble knowing... I don't actually know what these indicators mean. What are they asking me to do? I feel like that was poor. So getting on the throttle sooner sounds like that's important. I'm going to take that to heart. I'm going to try it again. So, fourth gear, outside corner, braking sooner, on the accelerator sooner. But I'm flooring it. Maybe I don't need to. Maybe I shouldn't hit the accelerator so. Like I'm pressing it too suddenly. Don't know. Outside corner, brake, turning, accelerate, slower overall. That's frustrating. Wow, the options button is the worst on this Logitech controller. Why is it in such a appalling position? I was on the throttle for longer that time. I got to 138 at the end. Whoa! We are 0.08 of a second. That's frustrating. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. That was a significant jump. Okay. All your advice is really helping everyone. I know that it doesn't seem like it all the time because I put it into practice so slowly. Apex too early. Clipping the curb. feel like I was maxing out 4th gear for too long there. Giving up some precious speed. Woo! 0.002 of a second. Whew, I almost missed it. 998, baby. Oh man. Anyone who only plays fighting games and hasn't tried out sim racing, like, again, I know this is only the intermediate level course, but it feels so good. It feels so good. Like, when you're aiming for, like, okay, 1/10 of a second left. Okay, 400ths of a second left. It's just such a good feeling because I feel like I was being fed lots of advice, and I was having trouble putting it into the race because there were like 50 really good things that you guys said, and I had to like put them in one by one. It's like, okay, start the corner, use more of the track, and it was like feather the throttle, and then it was like brake sooner. It was like brake harder. It's like there literally were like 50 different things, and I just had to put them into place like one by one, and it just feels so good. It just feels so good. That's how you get addicted to a sim. Man, it is really addicting. I like got into fighting games again through arcade sticks, and I get hooked by the manipulation of this tool. And definitely with racing, I feel like there's a lot of emphasis on the tool. Of course, the racing line and all that is of like paramount importance, it would seem, but you can't get yourself on that racing line unless you've got good control of the tool. And fighting games are similar, but as time goes by, I feel like the tool becomes less and less prioritized in fighting games, and the mind games gets more prioritized. Just the way that the gameplay is being set up, they're like, okay, well, a lot of these games are being played online, and we can't really we can't rely on people's reaction times and their ability to play the links and all the difficult stuff, and some of that stuff is genuinely not fun. But with sim racing, I feel like it's the opposite. It's like, okay, the theory is important, but your mastery of the motor skills, for lack of a better term, I feel like from what I've seen, it's still way up there. I just find it fiercely interesting. You've got new car ready to. Oh no way! What the heck did they do to the Beetle? It's on drugs. This thing looks amazing. Not drugs. Drugs don't look amazing. If you haven't checked out the YouTube channel, you can subscribe over there for free. Check out new videos and stuff. Thanks so much for making the Twitch channel what it is. Significantly more fun to go through a learning process when you like experience that joy of receiving advice and then trying to put that advice into practice. And like, I feel like it was said quite well in one of the Simon Sinek talks, where he's just like, when players win like the Super Bowl or the World Cup or something, often they're holding up the trophy and they're not saying I won, they're saying I did it for the team, or I did it for my coach. And I know that these golds on like beginner and intermediate in Gran Turismo, that's not exactly like winning the World Cup, but when you do take advice and you put it into practice and then it works out, you really want to like run up to your coach and say like, it worked and it's all because of you. And that experience is something that I feel like really helps get people into a genre, whether it's fighting games or racing games, driving games, racing sims and all that. And it's something that gets missed in the online portion of playing video games. And I guess that's why people talk about the magic of going to a local event for a fighting game, especially when you finally take that advice and you put it into practice. It's just so much more satisfying. It's a special kind of satisfaction which is quite addicting, as opposed to doing everything yourself, which is also fun, but it doesn't have to be the only way. And like, people enjoy games in so many multiple different ways that it feels a shame that a lot of people get restricted to the single player experience, just because, one, there was a pandemic, but also because just video games went console and went online instead of being local and at arcades and stuff. So I'm in a really fortunate position to be able to stream this because I get all of the fun of hanging out with you guys and talking about the game while playing it. This has all been good fun, but we're going to be here all night if I'm not diligent and switch it off. I will see you all in the next NihongoGamer video and or stream. See you around. Thanks for the help, everyone, today.